Hello everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Halo. From cheating to cool Halo mods, this week we've got everything. Halo Studios has also updated the Halo 2 Anniversary playlist on Infinite, and even a version of Halo 2 Anniversary has been, well, simplified. If you're a Halo fan, then this is the video for you, as we've got a lot to talk about today. So first up today, we have Halo Infinite, specifically Delta Arena. If you don't know, Delta Arena is the playlist for Halo 2's 20th anniversary, featuring Halo 2 maps and the new weapon on Halo Infinite. What has changed and why people are annoyed is that Halo Studios has made the playlist battle rifle starts, and in doing so, it's made the game way sweatier. Two things to say about this. One, Halo Studios, why didn't you use the match composer feature you literally created to have one game mode that is battle rifle starts and the other game mode that is SMG starts, the new weapon you are spearheading for the mode? And then if you do that, you can let people play the way they want. You have created an issue that legitimately doesn't need to exist. Also, you need to know the playlist is going away December 3rd, so if you do love it, play it before it goes away. I'm hearing, and other people are telling me, that the playlist is going to get integrated into quick play. I really disagree with that. It is literally its own separate experience to the rest of the game. It is as close to classic Halo as you will get in the year 2024 in the terms of a modern version. Keep it as its own playlist for classic Halo fans. I think adding it to quick play with all of these different maps and modes is a mistake. For example, Team Snipers used to be very popular and it's almost unplayed now because it's in the browser. I think it's going to dilute the playlist way too much if it's put into quick play. It is so unique, I think it should be its own playlist. Two, my second point is people wouldn't even care about what weapon starts were in the new playlist if you guys at the studio actually had relaxing skill-based matchmaking. I wasn't even going to bring this up, but when I mentioned it briefly in my last video, so many of you guys said this is what stops you from playing regularly, that it feels unfair, and that in the Delta Arena playlist, it is so strict, it is literally a ranked playlist. I tried to play with a viewer yesterday on my stream, and he went 4 kills for 30 deaths because it dragged him into a literal Onyx 2000 CSR lobby. The poor guy was like, Remy, this is rough. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude, it's out of my hands. Playlist is unranked. It needs to feel unranked. I've spoken about this. You can have strict skill-based matchmaking on a case-by-case basis if you want to, but new experiences that can bring in large groups of people should have a focus on social aspects. You currently have a system that punishes anyone for spending more time on the game, as the better they get, the more they are punished. I have shown scoreboards for months where I can't get a single good teammate on my entire team. And that's it. That is all I'm going to say about it. Now, next up today, and keeping up with the Halo 2 anniversary trend, we have Simple Halo, a version of Halo with a simple aesthetic made by Chunkier Bean that is so damn cool. You know how I always say that the Halo scene is awesome and talented? Look at this. This is what I mean. Now you too can play Simple Halo as it's on the Master Chief Collection Steam Workshop. It is a simplified aesthetic version of Halo. The man put a ton of work into this, and Chunkier, if you do get time, I wish we could see your full plans for this, as if you watch his video on it, he had plans for different weapon models, different sprites, and different looking vehicles. It would be amazing if it was 100% complete. In any case, it's an awesome addition to the MCC. Halo Studios, add Halo mods to Xbox. Now I need to ask, are you a fan of Playable Elites? I'm not even going to get your hopes up because Halo Studios has again said there's no plans to add Playable Elites to Halo Infinite. I covered this before and said, look, it's pretty unlikely they're going to add this at the late point of development that Halo Infinite is in, but if Halo Studios are remaking the original trilogy, and if you are playing as the Arbiter, there will be Playable Elites again. I would be shocked if it wasn't added to the multiplayer, as the work is already done for the campaign version of Playable Elites. Not the answer many of you were hoping for, I'm sure, but that's my gut feeling on what's going to happen. Next up, we have an update on the new Halo Infinite content that is coming to the game, specifically the Mutilator, the double barrel shotgun on Halo Infinite. And I've got really good news. Thanks to Serasia as usual, I actually had to get Blue Sky for this because the man swapped apps, so if you are on it, drop me a follow on Blue Sky and say hey. Serasia said the Mutilator seems to be moving forward with development. It has its own proper asset now. This means the continuation of Halo Infinite content is true. More sandbox items are on the way, and they weren't just leaks. Yes, for anyone who loves Halo, this is the best damn news I could give you guys. New equipment, new vehicles, new weapons, an expanded sandbox. That's what we've wanted on Infinite for years. So to see we're finally getting it, even if it is way later than expected, is appreciated. Bring on all of the new Halo content, I say. Now for any Halo Reach or Star Wars fans, I do have quite the thing to share with you all today. The Battlefront team has ported their mod from Halo 3 to Halo Reach. Why? Well, if you can't see on screen, space battles for one of the first times in Halo's history, outside of the campaign, is being worked on. I spoke to the mod team over there a few months ago, as the space battles idea they were working on was scrapped, as it was way too time consuming to get it into a workable state, and they also came across a lot of engine limitations with the old mod tools. So what did I do? I tried out an unfinished version and came back to them with feedback. I wanted to try help them work through the limitations of the engine and still have them release something from all of their hard work. What they've come up with is an awesome space battle Star Wars mod, and honestly, if you wanted a Halo version, you could do it with Sabers vs Seraphs and it would be sick. Once this version of space battles comes out, I'll do a full video on it. Watch this space, it's going to be epic. The next thing I need to cover, and man am I proud of these guys, we have Cave and we have Affinity. Two brand new maps to Halo Infinite. Both of these maps look developer made. How in the world is this made in Forge? Like seriously. Cave features a beautiful overgrown aesthetic with green forests overtaking the concrete Forerunner structure. It feels very Delta Halo. The performance, the frame rate is great, yet the quality is high. This almost looks better than the official map Forbidden, so major props to Perseus for an absolutely stunning map that plays equally as well. The other map, Affinity by Blaze and Frenchies, is one of the first maps I've seen with a flood palette that really captures that ancient alien feel, striking a nice balance between Forerunner, Flood, and Steel. This map is a symmetrical arena map that really needs to go into matchmaking. All throughout this game's lifecycle, we are so lucky to have creators that could legitimately work on the next Halo game with the amazing maps they have created. If you want to try out either of these maps, by the way, I'll have the links to them in the description. Support your Halo Forgers, guys. They do this for free. They deserve all of our support. Lastly today, we have yet another update on the Halo cheating situation, and oh boy, this has turned into a real war. Halo Studios are working to try and stem the MCC cheating problem, and they're having really great success. But now, the limited amount of hackers who remain are targeting custom games players. They are now bypassing the 8-player limit of competitive tournament matches, so actually forcing their way into private custom game sessions. They then steal the IP of the users, what they use to connect to the internet, and then disconnect them from the internet altogether. In effect, they destroy the tournament completely. This new wave of cheating is annoying, as even now if you lock your custom game lobby, they can join into it and grief people in the community. I hope this new exploit is fixed by the devs. I had numerous people DM me and reach out about this, and since I've been trying my best to cover it, to bring awareness to it, hopefully this is enough for Halo Studios to fix it. And that's it. That is this week in Halo. Super exciting to see that we're going to get some major Infinite update soon. The next update is the Christmas update for December 4th. As a quick side note, do not remove Delta Arena Halo Studios. It's a unique classic experience. People love it. After the Christmas update, we then have the Brute Force operation in January, and as for new Halo games in general, we'll probably get a reveal in June, and if how fast this year has been any indication, I think June is going to come along very quickly. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all later.